welcome to everybody that's gonna come in. This is the truth. We are coming to you with the NBA draft. We come with the NBA draft, and I'm watching it. And who's going to be the number one pick? But there's people saying Cooper Flag from Duke is going to be the number one overall pick, but we shall see. And like I said, this draft is not as deep as some, but it is deep. We will see who goes number one and who's will wind up not number one per se. So let's just get and the festivities there is a little elegant and it looks good, but and right now we look like we have the Dallas Mavericks is on the clock. Right now, Mavericks is on the clock right now. Dallas Mavericks is on the clock right now. So we are going to watch, and I'm going through. I'm going to go through to see who the best available player there is. Right, the best available players right now from all positions is Cooper Flag from Duke. You got two for Rutgers, Dylan Harper. Then you got Ace Bailey from Rutgers. Then you got VJ. I can't pronounce his last name for Baylor, and Trey Johnson from Texas. Hey, that kid is good. That kid is good. Then you got two more players from Duke. Then Jeremiah Field for Oklahoma. Then you got a French guy. Then you got a guy for Illinois, BYU, Arizona. Then you got one from South Carolina, Maryland. Then you got one for Georgia in there, Michigan State, UConn, Georgetown. That and I'm keep going. This was the best. This is the top 25, right? The top 25, and I'm going to tell you, uh, got Walter Clayton Jr. from Florida, Derek Powell from North Carolina, got one for Arkansas, right? And 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 I can't believe Janai Broome was number 40 for Auburn. Chaz Lanier for Tennessee is also is one of the best players. This is overall. So let's go to the centers. So, other words, they saying Janai Broome is not the best center coming out of Auburn, which he played in the best league, I think. But we shall see. We don't know how. We do not. We do not know how this is going to impact. Like I said, right now, Dallas is on the clock. They got 3 minutes and 45 seconds to do their pick. So we and I'm going through the draft order right now too. I'm gonna go through the draft order too. I'm gonna go through the draft order too. See, Dallas on the clock, right? Dallas is on the clock, and I'm going to tell you, you got Dallas, then San Antonio, Philadelphia, Charlotte, New Orleans. I think that I don't know who else it is, but they are the top, and Utah is the top five teams that got a pick coming coming up. So we're going to see how this draft turns out. What team improves? What team does not improve? What player will help the team that draft them? The question is, will Cooper Flag fit into the Dallas Maverick scheme of thing? Will Cooper Flag be able to fit in the main scheme of thing with Dallas Mavericks? That's what we got to find out. I'm not going to do the whole draft tonight, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it, and so we're going to see it. We're gonna see what this goes, and we're gonna find out. This draft just I didn't know the draft coming up this early, but it did. It came up just this early, and they just showed where Cooper Flag was at. What's up? What's up? Yeah, Flag gone number 1. Yeah, that's my that's a whole lot of consensus, and that why I feel like he goes number 1. The question is, how you going to fit Dallas scheme of thing? Yeah, that going to be the steal. That going to be the steal of the draft. Ace going to be the steal of. Let me see. Yeah, Ace going to be the steal of the game, right? Ace Bailey for Rucker. Yes, that going to be the steal. And according to this, he's the third best player overall. He's the third best player overall by his own teammate and Cooper Flag. If you haven't seen some of these kids play, they can ball out. They can ball out. And Duke and put it away 1, 2, 3, 3 Duke players are in the top 25 of the best overall players. And I can see why they won a national championship. So why you want to have 3 Duke players in the top 25 of the best players overall? Then you got 1, 2. I'm trying to see how many of most players you got. 2, 3. Got 3, 4 players for overseas that's in the draft. Yes, it's loaded. It is, man. It is loaded. It is top to bottom, guard, forward, center. It's gonna come down to what's the team gonna need. And right now, Dallas pick is in. Dallas pick is in, and the part of the Dallas Maverick coaching staff are there. We're gonna find out where do. Oh yeah, he nice. Yeah, VJ is nice. Yeah, VJ is very nice, and he got good handles. He got good handling. He can shoot the outside, and we're gonna find out. Are we right? Is Cooper Flag guard number 1? Are we all right? Or would they shoot us a swerve and pick somebody else number 1? Yep, Cooper Flag. That was a foregone. Well, hey, that's a foregone conclusion right there. He was. I'm gonna say he was a. Hey, I'm not gonna say he was the best player in college. I'm not gonna say that, but he is one. He is the best player. But I know how I look at a best player in a league in college. Look at the conference they played in. Look at the competitions they played. The ACC was down. Yeah, he the best prospect, but the ACC was down, and we really didn't get to see him against top-notch competition. Really, especially in the ACC. But hey, he was doggone good. He was doggone. He was the best player in the league. So what can we say? And right now, San Antonio is the next to draft. So that Scuba Flag is off the board now. Where do these teams go from there? Where do San Antonio go from there? Cooper Flag is off the board. Cooper Flag is off the board. That was no surprise. That was no surprise to nobody, was it? Do San Antonio go with a guard, or do they go with a center, or they go with a forward? And the best guard is Dylan Harper from Rutgers over his teammates Ace Bailey. Then you got VJ from Baylor. Then Trey Johnson That kid can flat out play right there. That kid can flat out play. Then you got the two guard from Duke. So who would it be the second? Who would be the second overall pick? But the question is, can these players that being drafted, can they get from college transfer to the NBA? Or some of these players ready for the NBA? Can they gain transfer from the college level to the NBA? Can it? That is going to be the question. That's going to be the question. Uh, I think I know who you're talking about. Hold on, I'm seeking out. Pull up his name. Hold on. Con K-N-U-K-O-N-K-N-U-E-P-P-E-L. That's who you're talking about. 6'5", 229. A guard. Yeah, he can flat out shoot. He can flat out shoot. When Flat was out, I don't think Duke would have had a chance to win the national championship if it would for that guy. So we will see. We will. Hey, we got to wait till next year. So it may season we got to wait till next year to see some of these players, can they college game transfer to the NBA? Just like some, can we see these high schools recruit? Can they high school game transfer to college? Can some of these college kids game transfer from college football to the NFL? That is the question. And San Antonio pick is in right now, and we finna find out who San Antonio pick. We finna find out who San Antonio pick. So that is not a surprise. That is not a surprise. I'm telling you somebody else. Don't be sleeping on here. Uh, Carter Brandt, the forward from Arizona. That's a sleeper. That gonna be a whoever get him. They're gonna get a sweet pick right there. He gonna be a sleeper pick. Respect Nick here. We talking about the NBA draft tonight. NBA draft. So we're gonna find out what's what in these drafts. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out who sent it. I'm ask you, Tommy, who do you think San Antonio should go after in this pick number two? Who should they go after? Let me go see what is San Antonio needs right now. What is San Antonio needs? Okay. Okay. Showtime at the hey, Showtime. Hey, you right. Hey, I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Laker fan. Rim Rock up in here. When Rim Rock sneaking up in here. What's up, Rim Rock? Respect. You're right. Hey, I'm a Laker fan, Monique here. Yeah, hey, I remember them days. I remember them days. I remember them days in the NBA. They were the fun days. We gotta get back to the top. We gotta get back to the top, right? We gotta get back to the top. Magic, Kareem, Bob McAdoo, Michael Cooper, Kurt Rambis, and pick number two is in. San Antonio's pick is in. Oh yeah, he was. He was coming out of Michigan State. Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper goes to San Antonio. Yeah, Jamal Whips. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember all of them. I used to love it. Showtime. Dylan Harper out of Rutgers. So far, the first two best players had went in the draft. Uh, Tell me, the first top two players that they had lined up went in the draft. If this is the thing we could look forward to is that. Now Philadelphia is on the clock. Dylan Harper, father Ron Harper Sr. played. Dylan Harper is Ron Harper's son. And believe it or not, his mother coached him in high school and played basketball at the University of New Orleans before going to Rutgers. Hey, I tell you something, Tony, hey, that was a steal right there too. Yeah, that was a steal right there. I think he got a steal. He got a steal. And son of Ron Harper played good defense. Hey, can can he transfer? Like I said, just imagine your dad, NBA player, and the coach of your basketball team. You play for your mom on the basketball team. Imagine that. Dylan Harper was coached by his mama, and his dad was an NBA player. What do you say about that? Can you see that deal right there? Yeah, this draft gonna be good. This draft gonna be good. So now Marie Harper was his coach in high school. I can't get over that. Just think about it. You got to deal with your mama during basketball season. Got to deal with your mama during basketball season. Then you got to deal with her at the house. How do that? Then you got a father that was an NBA player that played with Michael Jordan, got rings. Just think about it. Just think about it. In 1986, Ron Harper was the eighth overall pick, and this year, Dylan Harper is the second overall pick. So we in the iceberg right now. We just in the iceberg right now. So we got 2 minutes before Philadelphia pick comes in. Got 2 minutes. Got 2 minutes. So tell me if you're still in here, what you think about the picks so far? What do you think about these picks so far? Although it was two going to the number three. What do you think about these picks so far? Respect Shawanda Williams. We having a draft NBA draft party. You know how I do it over here. Woo! Hey, it is what it is. And hey, hey, I was running her, but I sit back and relax too. I know his mama enjoying it. Hey, they work so hard for it, and I don't think Ron Harper pushed his son to do what he did. He just sit back and let him do it. Hey, Tom, I'm gonna ask you a question. How would you feel if you play baseball, football, basketball? Would you feel if your mother was your coach? How would you feel if your mama was your coach? How would you feel? It'd be kind of awkward, huh? It'd be kind of awkward. I'm gonna tell you why. Cause if you coach your son, if your mother or father coaches your son or daughter, you cannot be biased with it. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, it would. And I would. I'm telling you, I wouldn't want to coach none of my relatives because they probably think they deserve favoritism. You know what I'm saying? No, it ain't gonna be no favoritism when it comes to hey, if you're not doing what you say you're gonna do, guess what? You send your butt on the bench. I don't care if relative or not. You send your butt on the bench. Okay, hey, let get the Philadelphia draft pick. Start out that gap. Let get the Philly draft pick. Let get the Philly draft pick. We got 80 some more days for the first college football game. Yeah, it's gonna be awkward. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It will be awkward, and make it more awkward. Tommy is dad. His dad is Ron Harper. That is crazy. And Philadelphia's pick is in. Let's see who they get. VJ Edgecombe from Baylor. Edgecombe for Baylor. VJ Edgecombe for Baylor. I think who was that? Philadelphia got a good player there. Yes, he did. VJ just got picked from Baylor. A guard, a forward and two guard just went. I think that's a good pick for him. I think that's a good pick for him. I think. Well, I'm going to say this. Joel Bean. I think they might need somebody else to fill that slot if OB can't stay. Is they're gonna need another center or forward if Philadelphia is MB cannot. Yeah, you sure was. You sure was. He's good at 34% for three, and yeah, and he grew up in the Bahamas. So that's a good pick for Philadelphia, but also I think they need another power forward or center that can score, that can rebound, that can play defense, just in case if B cannot go through the season. That's what I'm looking at. Let's let's just see. Yeah, he's done. That was a good pick, but I don't like that pick. I don't. Hey, that was a good pick, but I don't like that pick, especially when you know MB is injury prone. When you know he is injury prone. So yeah, that it was a good pick, but would you would you took that pick? Would you got him or went out to somebody bigger, a center? Yeah, it would be good if they could get the other 7 footer. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, he might be gone by then. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see who. Let me see who. When do they have another pick? When do Philly have another picks in this? Do they have another pick in the first round? Oh, they don't have another pick in the first round. They only got one pick in the first round. And they picked fifth in the second round. They picked fifth in the second round. What else? It's only 2 rounds in the draft. Yeah, I would have got a big man myself. I would have got a big man myself out of Philly, especially when your big man is injury prone like Embiid. Especially when when your big man is injury prone like Embiid. So I like that pick, but I don't like that pick. That he would have been there later. He should have got a big man, and he the highest selected Baylor player in high draft player from Baylor in modern day draft. Yeah, I, you got to look at what you already got on a roster, and that's why Philadelphia missed the playoffs. Embiid wasn't healthy, didn't have no inside presence. That was, I understand the pick, but I don't understand the pick. So it is what it is, and guess that's they on a pick in the first round. And hey, shout out to the kid from Bahamas, made the NBA. From the Bahamas, made the NBA. So hey, I know his mama's happy. I know the people in the Bahamas, and I like what he did when he NIL money. He donated for a scholarship to the school in the Bahamas. So hey, he did some good with his money. And Scott Drew is grinning the ear to ear as Baylor head coach. He grinning ear to ear. He grinning ear to ear. I would too. Hey, no SEC player went yet. I'm I'm not. Hey, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised about that. I'm not surprised about that. Tell me, are you surprised no SEC player went yet? Or are you surprised? But it's only the what third pick, number four pick coming up, and Charlotte Hornets is on the clock. Charlotte Hornets is on the clock. Charlotte Hornets is on. The Charlotte Hornet picks are in right now. Let's see, what did they get? Who did they get? Round one, pick number four. Who's going to be number four pick in the draft? Yeah, you're right. Good team, individual players. Yeah, they have good individual players, but yes, and I'm not surprised. But what we're gonna get me is you can have good players. Not on, like I said, you. I'm not surprised either. Yeah, they had no, but not individual players because they majority of the SEC play as a team. You can have a one good player on a bad team, and that player can look good. You know what I'm saying? So, and that one player goes out. What you do? How do you go about winning? I'm telling you that I would take a team that plays together than one individual player. That's why Florida won the NCAA tournament. Because they played as a team instead of one individual player. Because you stop one player, what the other player is going to do? Like perfect example. Indiana and OKC. When Herbert went down, oh, they got that kid from Duke. They got that kid from Duke. Yeah, they got that kid from Duke, that shooter. Yeah, shoot. And like I said, Cooper Flag was an individual player at Duke. All they were talking about Cooper Flag before he got injured to the other players stepped up in NCAA tournament. But on the problem was they wasn't playing as a team. So I'm not surprised myself. I'm not surprised myself. The Utah Jazz is on the clock. Like I said, hey, that kid for Duke, that 6'5", 219 guard that can shoot. And he got drafted. I'm gonna tell you what his strength is. Yep, you're right. You're right about that. You're right about that. Tommy. He's an outstanding shooter with an excellent feel for the game, both a passer and a defender, which gives him a high floor as a plug and play wing. Now, here's his weakness. With an average combination of length and explosiveness, there are question marks surrounding how his shot creation, finishing, and one-on-one defensive power will translate against better competition. That's what I've been saying. How is some of these players game from college going to transition to the NBA? Are some of these players ready? Or they are not ready? So we sure we'll find out. But I'm tell you what. I'll tell you that thing. Don't be surprised. The SEC be that deep again this coming college season. Don't be surprised. Yeah, yeah. You gotta be able to create your own shot, especially in the NBA. You gotta be able to create your own shot. And why try to create your own shot and look for the players too? Got to. And with a big way these big man plays today, they got to be able to hit the mid range, and they got to be able to pull a big man outside the 3 point line to be able to shoot. With some of these big men can shoot a three, and some of them can handle the ball. Some of them can handle the ball. So it's gonna be weird. Like right now, who's on the clock? Utah is on the clock. Got a minute 20 seconds left for the pick to be in. They're gonna look at Cooper Flag, his strength. Flag was the best player in college basketball last season, despite starting the season as a 17-year-old. I wouldn't say he was the best player. I would say yeah, he was. I ain't gonna say he was the best player, but I'm gonna say this right here: if Janai Broom didn't get hurt, if he didn't get hurt, I think he would have been the player of the year. Yeah, he led him to the Final Four, just like Janai Broom led Auburn to the Final Four. So I really that was all depends how you look at it. How all depends how you look at Coop Flat, how you look at Janai Broom. How it all depends how you look at it. Individual player, yes. Team player, yes. Broom wasn't good as an individual player as he was a team player. He was unselfish. So we will find out. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back. What was his weakness? His draft analyst. His weakness: Flag made significant stride with his shooting and shots creation prowess. He is an excellent passer who brings high level assists and versatility to the defensive end, even if he's not the most natural talented ball handler. So he got to Cooper Flag got to get his ball handling down. He got to get the ball handling down. So and right now, Senate Utah pick is in. We're gonna go find out what their pick is. We're gonna go find out what their pick is. We're going to see what. Ace Bailey, he's his. That's another Rutgers player, ain't it? Yep, it is. They go take a look at his weakness in Ace Bailey for Rutgers, went to Utah. I look at some of these players that been drafted. They're good. Respect Tony Williams. Tony, you want to come up? I'll put the link in the chat. You want to come up with me? Oh, it's a good group. Let's go see what a pre-draft analyst says. They said he's a dominant shot maker with great size. He can score from all over the floor, and he can put points on the board in bunches when he finds an offensive rhythm. He also brings a high level of intensity defensively while making an impact in transition with his strong physical tools. Ace Bailey, his weakness, his tendency to lean on tough shots has hurt his efficiency this season, as his decision making, ball handling ability, passing, and off ball defense are still in early stage of development. See, they're gonna. He had at that Venus Lacey played in WNBA and a gold medalist. So this right here is gonna be. We're gonna go through all the. We're gonna go through the whole draft to every team draft and I'm calling it a night. But this right here is I'm surprised. Got SEC, got ACC, got two ACC, and Ramsey Rutgers is got a Big 12, and Rutgers. I think Rutgers is what? Hold on, let's go see what conference Rutgers just in. Hold on, see what conference Rutgers just in. I'm gonna see what. Okay, I gotta look. I gotta look that up. See what's Rutgers is in. So let's find it out. I'll try to find out. I'm trying to find out what Rutgers is. Rutgers is in the Big Ten. So we have so far we got two Big Ten player, two ACC player, and a Big 12 player going in the first round. So now we got Wizard, Washington Wizard, which once known as the Washington Bullets. Hey, Tony, you know about the Washington Bullets, don't you? You know about the Washington Bullets back in the day. Let's see. Okay, okay, here we go. On the clock, like I said, on the clock right now is the Washington Wizard. They're on the clock. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. When do my Lakers pick? Do my Lakers have a first round pick? No, they don't. They do not. Yep. My, yep, you're right. My Lakers do not have a pick the first round. My Lakers do not have a pick the first round because they gave the pick to to the Hawks from via the New Orleans Pelicans. Let me see, do they have a pick the second round? See, soon my Lakers have picked the second round. They got to pick the second round. They got to pick the second round. Okay, that's all I wanted to see. My Lakers do not have a pick this first round. So, hey, I'm just saying, respect Pippen ain't easy. Yeah, smash that like button. We doing the NBA draft right now. Here's the order to pick. Cooper Flag was the number one overall pick, followed by which he was a forward at Duke, followed by Dylan Harper, which was a guard at Rutgers, followed by VJ Edgecombe, who was a guard at Baylor, followed by Khan, which was the guard at Duke, followed by Ace Bailey, who was a guard at Rutgers. That is the top five draft pick. That was the top five draft pick right there. I'm gonna ask y'all, Pippen ain't easy. Uh, 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 Tommy, Tony, what's in the best top five players picked in this draft? What them the number top five pick in the draft? By what you think? What the Washington what Memphis Grizzlies? Hold on, I'll tell you what they picking. Hold on. They picking number 16, Pippen. Pippen ain't easy, they picking number 16. Pippen they picking number 16 in the draft. Picking number 16 in the draft. So we are at number what we's at number six pick. So we with a commercial. Hey, but what y'all think about the first five picks in the draft? I think I'm gonna give you my take. The first two, I like them. I like the first two pick, and the last two, I like the last two picks, number 4 and 5. But the one I'm really concerned about is pick number 3 that Philadelphia made. The kid is good. The kid is good. I think. Let's see what you say. Yeah, you're right. I think they're picking the best player on the board is not what they need. Yeah, just like Philadelphia, they need another big man. Cause B is injury prone. They are injury prone. He's injury prone. You're picking a guard, but when you need a big man, whoo, shoot, I don't understand that. I do not understand that. That's the only problem I got with the top five pick is Philadelphia can go back what they needed because there's a plenty of guards in the draft. Respect you knew there's a lot of guards in the draft, and you go pick a guard when you need a big man like Embiid. Trey Johnson for Texas went to Washington. Trey Johnson, boy, that kid can light it up. That kid can light it up. Yeah, who are gonna make a trade with? Who gonna be willing to get rid of Giannis? He injury prone too. Trey Johnson, that kid can light it up. That kid can light it up. And here's what the analyst said about him. He's a dynamic shot maker, which I can attest to that. He put relentless pressure on opposing defense as a freshman as Texas with his insatiable hunger for putting the ball in the basket. Okay. Here's his weakness. His weakness. He's still figuring out how to score efficiently inside the arc, leaning heavily on his ability to make tough shots while looking unengaged at times defensively. And it rises question about how he impacts winning on nights his jumper isn't falling. That's 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 what he got to develop. That's what he got to develop. He got to develop that inside jumping inside the arc. He got to beef up his size. Then he got to concentrate on defense because the offense is gonna come. Offense is gonna come. That was some players fail to realize when you play basketball, your offense is gonna come. But what you got to work on is your defense. If your shot is not falling, you got to lean on your defense to help your team win. You got to shut the opposing players down. You got to shut the opposing player down. Yeah, Washington Wizards needed a spark. I think that's the spark they needed right there. I think that's a good draft for them. That's a good pick for them. Like I said, the only team only team I don't like they pick was Philadelphia. I do not like they pick. I'm gonna say I do not. It's a good pick, but I don't like it. It's not a great pick. And he had 89 3-point field goal made, that which led all Division One freshmen. That's a lot of shots put up. That's a lot of shots put up. But he got to work on his defense. He got to work on the defense. Got to work on the defense. So these kids right here, they're gonna which one gonna make an impact? We don't know. We're gonna find out. Which one of these kids gonna make an impact? Let's see. We got how many more? We got 30. We got 24 to go. We got 24 to go. The highest drafted player for Texas, Lamarcus Aldridge, which is 2006, went number second. Kerry Durant, who went second in 2007. Tristan Thompson, who went fourth in 2011. LaSalle Thompson, who went fifth in 1982. And Mo Bamba went number six, just like he did, just like Trey Johnson. But like I said, he got to work on his defense. He got to work on defense, defense, defense. But like I said, these players they're gonna have to work on the stuff they not good at, and we're gonna find out. What now? We got the New Orleans Pelicans coming up. I don't know what New Orleans need. Tells you, I do not know what New Orleans need. I surely don't. I'm not even gonna try to guess what they need. I'm not even gonna try to guess what they need. like I said, and there's got some old best players left. Yeah, they yeah. Tommy, what should they start? What should they draft? A guard, forward, or center? What should they go with? What should they go with? Guard, forward, or center? Yeah, they need a whole new team. They need a whole new team. They should start with the guard. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, so you got Jeremiah Fields for Oklahoma. This kid from Illinois. This kid from Edgar Demon Guard. Respect Alpha. 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 What's going on? Let me ask everybody that's in the chat. Who's your NBA team? Who's your NBA team? Who's your NBA team? I know Pimpin waiting on who Pimpin waiting on? Who Pimpin? I forgot who Pimpin waiting on. Memphis. Pimpin waiting on Memphis. Oh, yeah, I know you don't have one, Tommy. I wasn't talking about you. I know you don't have one. Mine's the Lakers. So I don't have no pick the first round. My team do not have no pick the first round. Okay, Alpha. Hey, I don't look. Hey, I'm mad my team don't have no pick in the first round. But my secondary team is the Hawks. My secondary team is the Hawks. So they are picking. Hold on, what the Hawks at? What the Hawks picking? I gotta find out what the Hawks picking. Hold on. Hawks are picking 22nd. And only see, there's only one team. Well, two teams in this draft in this first round. Three teams. Let me get that right. Let me get that right. Three teams in this draft got two picks the first round. That's Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn. That's Utah. Utah got two picks. Brooklyn got three picks. And that's hold on. Who else did I say? And OKC. Yeah. Jeremiah Fields, I called it. Jeremiah Fields goes to the New Orleans Pelicans, a guard. I called it. I said Jeremiah Fields. That's the first name I called out my mouth. Jeremiah Fields going to the New Orleans Pelicans. They needed. They needed that. They needed that. And I think Brooklyn got one, two. Brooklyn got four pick this first round. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Alpha? With Brooklyn Nets got four pick this first round. The Brooklyn Nets got four pick this first round. Mm, mm. Four picks in the first round. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Brooklyn Nets got four picks the first round. Okay, let's see. They got their own pick at number 8 coming up, right? They got number 8 coming up. Then they got one coming from Milwaukee via the New York Knicks at number 19. Then they got one coming from the New York Knicks and from Houston. They picked 26 and 27 in the first round. 27, 26, 19, and number 8. The Brooklyn Nets. And Toronto is followed behind them. Let's go look at Jeremiah Fields' strengths. They said Fields, who reclassified and enrolled at Oklahoma as a 17-year-old, was the fastest riser in his season crop. This season crop of one and done prospect, breaking out as one of the most creative and dynamic playmakers in college basketball. But here's this downfall of him, his weaknesses. Fields struggled to make an impact defensively with his lack of strength and experience. He would need to make strides with his frame and jumper to maximize his talent with the ball. Yeah, they're gonna beef him up. They're gonna beef him up a little bit more, and he gonna have to get that defenses down, especially if your offense is not there. Like I said, with basketball, if your offense is not there, you got to find other ways to impact the ball game, like defense, rebound, assisting, get other players involved, especially on defense. Especially on defense. Jeremiah, Jeremiah Fields' mother, his little sister sleep. Said, "Hey, it took too long. It took Big Brother too long to get drafted." Hey, but this right here is, I know the draft is not exciting. I know it's not for everybody, but I just wanted to do this to get back into the sports mood. You know what I'm saying? Get back into the sports mood. And we are at number 7 and 30 draft picks. Got 23 to go. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. I'm gonna ask y'all this question, chat. Anybody can ask? Do we stay on to all draft 30 draft pick, or do you want me to stay to, let's say, 15? How far y'all want me to go with this? We ain't made an hour yet, so it is what it is, and we at what we at number 8. We at number 8 now. Waiting on Brooklyn. Waiting on Brooklyn. Waiting on Brooklyn. Brooklyn is on the clock. So I think Brooklyn gonna need a forward or a guard, uh, guard slash forward who could play guard and who could play small forward at the same time. That's what I think Brooklyn need. Cause you got a person who could play guard and to play the forward position or play the three, be good. That's what I think. That what and think about it. The Brooklyn Net cap space is $45 million. It's $45 million. Let's see, is Brooklyn Net, and the Brooklyn Nets pick is in. We waiting to see who they got, and we're gonna talk about that player's weakness is his strength. And if these guys is 17 years old, 18 year old, we know they can score with the ball, but they're gonna have to work on their defense. We know that. Let's see if other foreign players for other countries are gonna get drafted before anybody else. It's like the NFL draft. If I know I ain't going in the first round, I'm not gonna be there. I'm not going. If I know I ain't going to the top 10, I'm not gonna be there. Well, if I know I ain't going to the top 30, I'm not gonna be there. I sit at home and wait. I sit at home and wait. I said, hey, uh, uh, Alpha, Tommy, Pimpin, if you know you're not going in the first round, would you be at that draft? If you would you be at that draft? The Brooklyn Nets selects. Here we go. Edgar they chose a guard, 6'8" guard from BYU, Chose to guard for BYU. Chose to guard for BYU. 6'8", 199 pounds. And his strength is the best passer in this draft, which serve him well as a creative force for BYU. He has the ability to make every necessary read operating out of a pick and roll. Okay. His weakness, his weakness, his average explosiveness, his streaky three-point shooting and decision making made his playmaking unpredictable as he struggled with turnovers in the Big 12. Yeah, he gonna do something for that. He got to he's got to cut down on his turnovers. He got to cut down on his turnovers, and he that's the thing. He got to cut down on his turnovers. That's it should come with more playing time and more experience. So we're gonna see how this we're gonna see how this stuff turn out tonight. And like I said, Brooklyn got four. I think Brooklyn got three more drafts. They got three more picks. They got three more picks in this draft. It's gonna get good. It's gonna good. They got a guard this time. They got a guard this time. And the next up is Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors coming up next. They just the Toronto Raptors. They just demolished their whole. I would say their whole team. So I think they should. Who will agree with that? They should get a forward. They should go with a forward. I think a forward coming out the board for his look where it's looking. The only forward that came out the board is Cooper Flag. Everybody else been guards. Seven straight guards on came out the board. Hey, seven guards had came out the board. How do y'all feel about the seven guards coming out the board? Besides Cooper Flag, do these teams really need guards? Do these teams really need guards? I don't think majority of the teams need too many guards, but you're gonna have to get a big man. Somebody gonna have to step up in this draft. Say, hey, we're going after a big man. We like going after the big man. So it's crazy how this draft going. Tell me what you think about Alpha, Pimpin, Tony. Remember you knew. What do y'all think about seven straight guards coming out the board? What do y'all think? I want to hear for I want to hear from y'all because I don't think all these teams need guards like that. Not every not two through eight need guards. They don't need guards. So what about big men? Got sooner or later got to get some big men. We'll find out what the next team get a big man. Will Toronto go after a big man? I think they will. I think they will go after a big man. They will go after, and I think Toronto's Raptors pick is. I think Toronto pick is the end. Is it? Yeah, they pick is the end. I will let you know who they got. Toronto Raptors pick it in, and We'll find out what these prospects, these draft prospects, what they got. They're gonna play 2K Twisted Summer League, July 10th through the 20th. We're gonna find out what they really got. We and right now they said Toronto is still on the clock, which they is, and they're finna left in the East. We're gonna see what they get. Let's find out who they got. Come on, let's start all the pageantry. Let's find out who is they gonna get. Come on out here. I'm just sitting here waiting. And right now, the Toronto Raptors don't have no cap space, projected cap space, none at all. So they're gonna build a team for the draft. They're gonna build a team for the draft. They're gonna build this team for the draft. They're gonna have to go get. I think Toronto need a big man. Toronto need a big man. Toronto need a big man. Would I be surprised they get a guard? No, I wouldn't. They need a, but Toronto need a big man. Only one SEC, two SEC player went. Texas, Oklahoma. Oh, number three, Colin Murray Ball. Colin Murray Ball from South Carolina, forward. I told you they going after the big man. He went. Colin Murray Ball went 6'7", 239. A forward has went to Toronto as the number 9 pick in the first round. Colin Murray Balls has went number 9 pick in the first round. His Murray Ball is an unconventional big man with a stout frame, great toughness, and in with an intangible combination of playmaker ability and defensive defensive versatility. His questionable shot limits is value off the ball and complements his fit in some lineup, given his lack of size. So we're gonna find out. Three SEC players that went back to back to. No, they ain't go back to back to back. Let's see how many SEC. One, two, three SEC players don't went. So let's see. Let's see. Hold on for the see. So that's who. So who we got left? And no center went yet. And Yang Henson for China is 7'1", 253. 271, 253. He hasn't went yet. He hasn't went yet. 6'9", that's short for a center for Janan Broom. Then 7'3" center for Australia has not went yet. And that's and they especially 26 and 31 and 32 overall. I'm looking at centers. I'm looking at centers now. 6'8". You got two 7-foot centers. Then you got Golden, a 7-foot center from Michigan, still in the draft. You got three 7-foot center in the draft. that nobody picked yet. Three 7 foot center, and four 7 foot centers. Nobody picked yet. Let's see how many 7 footers we got in the draft. 6'9", another 6'9" guy. 6'11" center. 6'9" center. Five 7 footers that's still in the draft. Nobody chose yet. Six. Another 6'11". Six 7 footer. 6 7 footer that had not been drafted. What's wrong with these teams? What's wrong with these teams? And that's the only. Let me see. See how many forward have been. That's only the second forward that been drafted. That's the only forward. Now we got come down to Houston, the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets just got Kevin Durant. The Houston Rockets just got Kevin Durant. So what do you put with him? A guard, a forward? Dang. What do you put with Kevin Durant? That's that right there. I think you need to put another a forward. You put a forward with Kevin Durant. Yeah, I can see that. A forward or a center. A forward or a center. Know what I'm saying? Either or with Kevin Durant. Put a forward with him. That could play the five and the four. Who could play power forward, small forward, and center, or get one that play power forward and center. It got to get something. It's only two big men, well, two forwards, and everybody else in the draft has been guards. I don't understand. No center has been drafted, and the Phoenix Suns is. Hold up, wait a minute. What just happened? Hold on, hold on. Let me see. Y'all got that wrong, don't you? Oh, I just said the Phoenix Suns. Houston Rockets is on the clock. They talk about the Phoenix Suns on the clock. No, they got that from Houston Rockets. Got that from Phoenix and Brooklyn in that three team trade, two team trade, three team trade. Got a 7 footer. Got 6 7 footers still out there that had not been drafted. And Houston pick is in. We're gonna find out who they got in a minute. We're gonna find out who they got. Then we're gonna take a little break. They got the 7-1 center from Duke. I told you that 7-1 center Houston got the 7-1 center from Duke. 7-1 center for Duke. As I told you, his strength, the gem of the NBA Academy Africa project is a skilled and physically gifted center. His 7'7" wingspan changed everything around the rim in his long season at Duke. Malaka, okay, you want to go back up. And here's his weakness. Lack of experience showed on both ends of the floor. He is still growing into his excellent frame, but he's looking a bit slow with his processing speed at times on both ends of the floor. That one comes with the game. He shows potential as a shooter, but has not yet consistently demonstrated it in the game. He is 18 years old, 7 foot 3 1/4, 253 pounds. That will comes with tutelage and repetitions with training with the NBA players. He went to high school at the NBA Academy Africa in Saleh, Senegal at age 14. So this kid had came a long way, hasn't he? This kid had came a long way. He played in the Olympic for South Sudan, lost to the United States by 17 points, which that's not bad, but that was a good experience for him playing against the United States, against NBA players. Against NBA players, he did good. Yeah, he was put away. He a long way from home. That's the first city that went. Mm, that kid, hey, he grew. He grew. It was a proposed trade to Phoenix. We'll find out what happened with that. So three players that was best of them all got picked. All got picked. And right now we got the Portland Trailblazer on the clock. Got the Portland Trailblazer on the clock. I will be right back. Cedric Crawford with the Portland Trail Blazer. He's a forward out of Washington State University. He's 6'5", 213 pounds. So the Chicago Bull is up next. Cedric Coward out of Washington State. So he is not leaving the Northwest. He is not leaving the Northwest. He's just going down south a little bit to Portland, Oregon. So he's going down south to Portland, Oregon. So, and this kid, let's see what this kid from Washington State, forward, 6'9", 6'5". Coward ticks several boxes. NBA scouts are actually seeking on the wing with a sweet shooting stroke to go along with a 7'2" wingspan and more upside than most 21-year-olds. He played only 6 games this season for injuring his shoulder, leaving scouts with a limited sample size to evaluate the question mark they have regarding his ball handling, feel for the game, defensive awareness, and toughness. So he gonna get to show that this summer in the summer league. So he gonna get to show it. He gonna get to show it during the summer league, and let's see can he stay healthy. Let's see can he stay healthy. By the highlights, he can shoot the ball, and hey, what can I say about the kid? Hey, he's good. He got a good all-around game, and he could play a little defense. So we're gonna find out what Portland Trailblazers do this year with him. Like I said, the next team on the clock is the Chicago Bull with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock to make their pick. So we are at pick number 11 with 19 to go in the first round. 19 to go in the first round. So, and it's a proposed trade to Memphis. We'll find out what happened happened with that. Just like player right. Let's see what that means. Uh, I do not know what player right mean. I would look that up. Let let me look that up right quick so I can give y'all the definition of player right. In basketball, player right typically refers to a player right to choose to exercise or declare a contract option, specifically a player option. According to Dunkus, this is a clause in a player contract that allows them to extend a contract for another year under the same terms or become a free agent. While less common, player right could also refer to a player ability to call a specific play or signal. Okay, I will see. I'll make sure I get it right. I'll find out the real meaning to that but like I said, the Chicago Bulls got a minute and 50 seconds to and now they pick is in. You got Atlanta next, and San Antonio is picking out the deal. They second time picking in the draft. It'd be their second time picking in the draft. So hey, let's let's see. Yeah, and they got that pick from At- Atlanta, which Atlanta got their 13th pick for Sacramento. So the Bull is on the clock, and they pick is in. We're gonna find out who they got, who they drafted. We're gonna find out. We're waiting. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. The Bull pick is in. We we just waiting on it. We just waiting on it. We just waiting on. We just waiting on the Bulls pick. Who did they pick? John Rowe. Who did they pick? We just waiting on the Chicago. Why they had to go commercial when they pick is in? Let's go and get the first round over with, and we move on from there, and we talk about it later. And 86, 80 some more days before college football kicks off August the 23rd. College football kicks off August 23rd. Who ready for some football? We ready for some football? I know I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for some football. We got one center went. We got one center went, three forward, and rest of them guards. Did did Philadelphia make a mistake of getting a guard instead of a forward or a center? Did did Philadelphia make a mistake? Chicago Bulls selected with the number 12 overall pick. Noah, I can't forget that's the last name, from France, 6'10", 204 pounds. Is a ranging, versatile power forward who filled up the box score on both ends of the floor, playing at a very high level of competition in the Euro Cup and Germany BBL. Despite being the second young player in this draft, he can't get to the free throw line, and his passing and defensive playmaking give him considerable upside to grow into, which is right. That's a good considerable side, especially you can play defense. His narrow frame might make it difficult to operate inside the paint in the NBA, and his inconsistency for the perimeter might prevent his after this scoring from translating to the league. He can work on his shooting. He can bulk up. He can bulk up. He can bulk up, and he can work on his shooting. He can work on his shooting. He can work on the defense, and he can bulk up. So he's the second youngest player in 2025 NBA draft. The second youngest player. He's the second youngest player in the draft. And the next person up, the next team up on the draft board who's on the clock is the Atlanta Hawks. So we're gonna find out. This draft, it got so many different people in the draft, right? Got so many different people in the draft. So yeah, he gonna have to bulk up a little bit. He's gonna have to bulk up for a little bit. The one the Chicago Bulls chose, he gonna have to bulk up a little bit. He gotta get some size to him. He's 6'10", 204, a small frame at 204, but he gotta bulk up. He gotta bulk up. He got to bulk up. He gotta bulk up. That's the only thing I see what he got to do. He got to bulk up a little bit. Pimping, we got if you still here pimping, we got to get to your team, we got four more picks. Three more picks ahead of the Memphis pick. We got three more picks ahead of the Memphis pick. So get ready. We are having a good time. I'm having a good time. I don't care how many people are here. I'm doing it, and I know that many people are going to be in here. But hey, it is what it is. This NBA draft, I'm excited about it to see where some of these folks go. So hey, we're gonna find out. Like I said, the Hawks is picking that. They got they pick from Sacramento, and as it look, it does something like in my NBA Pioneers now. So we gonna see what's going on. I don't know what's going on. 69. Chuck Cooper, the first black player to be drafted in the NBA. Chuck Cooper is the first black NBA player. Nate Clifton, the first player to sign an NBA contract. Hey, it's so history is it's nice to show some history of the NBA sometimes. And Lord, Earl Lord, he was a good player. He was a great player. He was a good player. The Hawks pick is in. The NBA, this Hawks picks is in, so we just wait for them. We just wait for them for that pick. Let's see what they. Let's see who they get. Hard receive pick number 23, unprotected 2026 first round pick. The Packers received that pick number 13th. And the Hawks get Derek Queen, a center from Maryland. Get a center from Maryland, 6'9", 248. Queen is the most skilled ball big man in this draft. His ability to create shot, faces the basket, pass, and utilize his frame. I don't know what it is. No. Utilize his frame in the post makes him a significant mismatch. He lacks length and explosiveness for an NBA center and struggle with poor conditioning, which makes his upside defensively unclear. He will need to develop his abilities to stretch floor as he stuck between the power forward and center position currently. He played at Maryland. He played at Maryland. So, like I said, most of these kids they're gonna have to develop in defensively and start. He the first Maryland freshman drafted in the first round in the modern draft era since 1966. Not bad. Yeah, he gonna have to get that defensive paralysis, and yeah, he gonna have to. He played at the Santa Clara Cooper Flat, Lambert McNeely, and I see New Way for Georgia. So he gonna have to develop that outside shot real good, and cause he stuck between center and forward. If he can step out and hit that outside shot, he'd be good. He would be a great develop a little bit more. Which the height, his height, is gonna be a killer. It's gonna be a dead for. So we're gonna find out what they're gonna go to, right? So we gonna see what these players got. We got 17 more draft choices, but I'm getting ready to call it a night. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna go to number 16, go to 16th, the 16th draft pick, and see where what Memphis get. And then I might come back tomorrow and talk a little bit more about the draft and all the draft picks and what everybody else did. So we got 3 more picks before I call it a night. It been a long day for me. So the Hawks got Derek Green, Derek Queen. He's coming down south to the Hawks. He coming down south to the Hawks. So I think that was a bad pick. He's a center slash forward. That we start to see teams get what they need instead of the best draft picks. They start to get what he they need, and it's a proposed trade to the Pelicans. All depends what goes down. Either way, he's gonna be down south. So we're gonna find out. Um, and San Antonio Spurs just chose Carter Bryant, forward for Arizona. That's who San Antonio just picked. Carter Bryant for Arizona. He is going to the San Antonio Spurs. So, hey, these some happy folks here. These are happy folks. Well, hugs all the way around. 19 years old, six and a half. He only averaged 6 and a half points per game. For the decade played college basketball at Long Beach State from '96 to 2000. So let's see, 19 years old. His grandfather Mike Doc Torres is a member of the USA Deaf Basketball Hall of Fame. So he got some people in the family that play. He got some people in the family that play. Hey, now they starting to draft players they need, not what they want. Energy, effort, rebounding, passing, defend multiple positions. That's what you gonna have to be able to do in the NBA. Deep defense, play defense. How strappy are you? How good are you? High defense. I want to see. I want to see how the kids transfer the college game to the NBA. That's what I want to see. How does it transfers from college game to the NBA? How would he defensive wise, offensive wise? They how they bulk up. How would that take away from the game? Uh, that's what I'm waiting to see. And last season, as a primary defender, he had opponent to 37% field goal percentage by his set as the primary defender. So he got the defensive prize, but would that translate to the NBA game? Would that translate to the NBA game? I got one more pick before the Memphis pick. Pepe. One more pick before the Memphis pick. And Oklahoma City is on the clock. Mm, 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 mm. This draft is something else. It's it's exciting, and like I said, I'm going to T double 16. Then I'll call it a night. And Oklahoma City is picking number 15. Then Memphis Grizzlies is picking number 16. And I will come back later, probably tomorrow, and do a pick. So it is it's amazing. Like I said, the only pick I really truly didn't really like is Philadelphia pick. That took a guard, which they should have got a big man. Got Embiid. He is injury prone. I don't understand that pick, but it was a good pick. It was a good pick, but it wasn't the best pick. It wasn't the best pick, especially when you need a backup. Especially when you need a backup. That was a good pick for Philadelphia. And when I tell you, there was, I think, I don't think that was a good pick. I don't think that was a good pick for Philadelphia. But hey, we will see. It was a good pick, but was it a great pick? No, it wasn't. It was no great pick. So, and Oklahoma City pick is in. Like I said, I'm going 15 to 16, and then I'm calling it a night. And what I see is OKC pick is in. That's who they get. That's who they did. That's who they chose. Let's see who did. Let's see who OKC gonna get. Who they add to they already roster they got. Boy, all they doing gonna add to the big roster they already got. That's something else. Thomas Sorbo from Georgetown Center, a 6'9" center for Georgetown, 263 pounds. His strength outperformed expectation as a freshman manning the interior of Georgetown. He has a feel for the game, high level intensity, and enormous 7'6" wingspan, which give him significant upside to grow into. His weakness, while he's stuffed the stat sheet, he lacks a degree of explosiveness to raise his ceiling as a finisher and defensive anchor. He missed the final month of the season with a toe injury that is expected to keep him out of the NBA Summer League. But he did get drafted. He did get drafted. That's all that mattered. He got drafted. He got drafted. So OKC added another big man. OKC added another big man. OKC added another big man from Georgetown. I'm happy for all these kids. On the second first round pick ever born on Christmas Day. Mm, mm, mm. They just get stronger. Just get stronger. Just get stronger. He hitting the OKC, the NBA champions. Hey, yeah, that's one of the biggest things you could do. Hey, go to a team that already won the NBA championship and get to and play. That's the only thing you could do. Go there and play and get bigger, get stronger, and do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Play hard. Got one more draft pick. Got one more draft pick to go. And Memphis is on the clock. Memphis is on the clock. Yeah, this draft is something else. First Georgetown player drafted in the first round since 2013. That's a proud mama. All these people are proud of him. I know his brother is. I know his brother is. His sister is. You can't help but that. Hey, when that happened, look, you know, never know what happened. You keep staying in your kid's life, and if they passionate about what they doing and supporting them. You never know. Kid might get drafted to the NFL, NBA, NFL, NHL, to a pro league, to a pro league. He might get. Hey, you never know. Especially if they good at it, let them do their thing and support the kids and the things they do. Memphis pick is in. Memphis pick is in. We gotta wait till these folks start talking, and then I'll probably get an update before they even put it in here. So now Memphis, Pippi, if you still in here, your team is coming up. I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna tell you who they got coming up. Like I said, it's this a long draft, and it is going by. I didn't know we was at what 15. Got 15 more to go, but I'm cutting it off at 16. And this been a long draft. We and I might come back and talk about it a little bit about the draft tomorrow and tell what teams going on, see how it all shape up the proposed pick, proposed trade, whatever. We will find out how that goes and who gets what when all sorted out in later in the week. So we got to find out. It's like I said, these are young men who come into the NBA. They got to get more strength, learn to play physical, and they got to work on their weaknesses. That's what they got to do. And every NBA player that came here, and see, so pick number 16, 2028, first round pick by Orlando. So Memphis is up number 16. It's a proposed trade. Okay. With who from Sacramento? Who does Sacramento get? Sacramento has not Sacramento has not picked yet, but went on Memphis. Memphis pick is in. We're gonna find out who they got. Then I'm signing off. Then I'm signing off. Yes, this has been crazy, and like last time I said, teams started off getting players not what they need, not what they not what they needed, but the best player. But sometimes the best player is not the player that you need for your team. That's it. Who Memphis got? Memphis took Yang Hansen from China, 6'1", 253 pound center. There you go. You have it. Y'all got the 7'1" center. Got the 7'1" center from China. Got the 7'1" center for China. 7'1" center for China. That's who Memphis got. It might be a proposed trade to Portland. Proposed trade to Portland. Yeah, he got adjusted. And he padded his game out of Djokovic. This kid can shoot and play, and he can run the floor. Highest selected player for China last 35 draft. Yeah, I mean was the first. Then he got drafted by Houston 2007. Guy Jacqueline was second for Milwaukee, 16th. He did 16th, and Wang Zhang for Dallas is 98. He is the highest selected players. Four highest selected players in from China. So Yao Ming was the high drafted player. So hey, there you have it. We finally got a 7 footer drafted. The second seven footer drafted. Second 7 footer drafted. Can't believe it. Thank y'all for joining me. And I will see y'all probably tomorrow. And again, probably see y'all sometime next week. For your host, D Truth. Hey, like I said, love and respect yourself. Because when you love and respect yourself, you see through the BS. And self love is the best kind of love. Because nobody can love you better than you love yourself. Peace. I'm out.